There's this common question of what strength really is. We have this misnomer perspective that strength is the size of our arms, how much we bench press, the mass that we bring to the table. The reality is strength comes in a variety of different fashions. And sometimes as we go through life-changing events, as we're given this new gift where we could see things differently and have a better understanding of the rawness and realness that life brings to the table, we also interpret strength differently. I remember being really into fitness, as I've always been. But there was a time when it was being in the gym and seeing who could lift more and all this. That was strength. That guy's strong. And then when you're handed a new path to be on and you see life differently and the challenges get more and more difficult, you have a different perception of strength. And you see it in a way that really hits you in the heartstrings and makes complete sense, which maybe it didn't in the past. I remember laying in a hospital bed. I was just diagnosed with brain cancer. And as I'm going through that, and I'm taking it all in, I'm connected to 30 different machines in Capitol Health in Hopewell, New Jersey. I just started to cry. And I started to have retrospective on my life. And I started to think about myself, and I started to think about, why would this happen to me? I'm 39 years old. My father-in-law is dying of pancreatic cancer. I now have brain cancer, which to most of them means you're going to die. And I started to think about my wife and my children. And strength is not how big your arms are. Again, strength is not how much you could lift in the gym. Strength is something deep down in your belly that at the deepest and darkest of times you could find it, you can grab it, you can own it. I didn't know I had it in me. I saw it, I took it, and I made it mine. This was my journey, and I saw things differently. And I started screaming and cursing my brains out. And all the nurses come running in, they go, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I was like, "I'm fine." That was my pity party. If I was going to go down, I was going down swinging. And you think that's the moment that you have this new vision of strength. Of strength is something that's built from the fight inside of you, from the ability to never give up, from seeing how important things you love are, like family. But it started to continue to evolve. And as I went through surgery, I looked at strength differently. And I remember going through chemotherapy and radiation. And when I started, I was put in my place very, very quickly. I thought, beast mode, I got this. This is going to be easy. I'm going to kill it. And after my first round of chemotherapy, after throwing up for an entire day, I realized how severe this was. And it was something that was real. And it was something that was really going to hit me hard. And I had to have a different type of respect. And when I started radiation, I told them I wanted the earliest time I can get. I had in my mind, I understood I was going to be tired. I understood chemo was going to take a lot out of me, but I was going to work out every morning. I was going to wear my suit and tie. I was going to go to work. This was my life. This was my journey. I owned it. And as I would go in, they told me that the earliest time they do is 7 a.m. And I could have the 7:10. I said, "I'll be here at 5:30 in the morning if you want me." So every day I would get there at 6:30 in the morning, bring my iPad to do some work. And the woman in front of me was probably in her mid-70s, emaciated, weighed maybe 60, 70 pounds. Her son would walk her to the radiation area. He would leave her there. He would come back 8 to 10 minutes later. He'd go get her because that's how quick it is. It's kind of like an elongated x-ray. So I never really had any interaction with her, but he would sit next to me and then he'd go in. So one day they come into me about 2 weeks into it and I needed 6 weeks of radiation. They go, "Mr. Newman, would you like the earliest time?" I said, "Absolutely." I said, "The woman in front of you is done, and you're more than happy to have the 7 a.m. I was like, "Done, I'll take it." They said, "One of the things we do when we finish radiation is we have a ceremony, and we say prayers, and we sing songs for the accomplishment of someone's been through. Would you like to join us in the hallway for this?" I said, "No, I'm good. I'm just going to sit here and do some work. Come get me when you're ready." And as I opened my iPad, I saw my reflection. And I said, "Who the fuck do you think you are? We're a family of warriors. You go support those people." And I put my iPad down, and I walked into the room next door, and I saw everybody singing. I saw everybody praying. And I saw this emaciated woman with the biggest smile on her face grab that thing to hit the gong with. She hit it, and she was euphoric. And I saw what strength really was. And I started to cry. And I called my wife. I said, "You're going to be here with me when we go through this." And I got this new perspective of what strength is. Strength is something that we all have access to. We can utilize when we need it. It's there. When you're going through these difficult times, when you're taking on these challenges, you have it in you. Go through whatever you need to go through, but find it, take it, and own it because it's yours.